Good morning, Agape. Welcome to today's meditation, way of meditation. I invite you to begin to make yourselves comfortable. Close the outer eye if you're able to, and take in a deep breath while I share today's reading with you. The selected reading is taken from The Motherhood Evolution by Reverend Susie Lula and can be found on page 79. In Anam Cara, a book of Celtic wisdom, the Irish poet John O'Donoghue writes, "To be holy is to be home, to be able to rest in the house of belonging that we call the soul. To be holy is to know ourselves to be whole. Our calling is to come home to ourselves. This is such a liberating insight because it allows us to be free of our biological conditioning as well as free of the burden of painful past experiences. Whatever we perceive our childhood did to us and whatever may have befallen us since, none of this has to do with who we actually are. All the ways in which we have been conditioned by family, the wider society, the things that have happened to us, can't affect our essence, our core, our very being. No amount of conditioning has the power to touch our center. It can only affect the way we think about ourselves and the emotions we experience around this. Imagine for a moment that you were born in a different country to different parents. You would have been brought up to speak a different language, perhaps, with different cultural values, different family values, more money or less money. Still, deep in your center, you would be intact. This is because there is a you that transcends your biology, language, and culture. This transcended self has been within you all along, though covered up by your own misperceptions about yourself. And it is within you right now. It's actually liberating to recognize that our house of belonging is our soul and not the outer activities of life. When we begin to rest in our soul identity more than an identity of doing, we come home to ourselves as a way of life. And so I invite you to close your eyes and take a deep breath in together with me. And so how grateful and thankful I am for the power that allowed us to open our eyes this morning to a new day, a new opportunity to allow Spirit to have full sway in, through, and as each of our lives. I'm so grateful and thankful for Agape International Spiritual Center, our spiritual home. And to know that the self, the soul, is truly our home. This version of us that is always untouched, eternal, never hurt, harmed, or endangered. Recognizing in this moment that God truly is the only thing ever happening. For it is this one life that is everywhere present, fully, wholly, and completely. To know that there's nothing outside of the presence of God, so we know it is the one true power. The divine intelligence that lovingly governs all that it has created, beckoning us to remember what has always been so. It is what does the seeing through our eyes, the speaking through our lips, the loving through our hearts, what renders service through our hands. And so I'm blessing this meditation, grateful and thankful for the remembering, the returning home to our true identity, God's beloved, within the soul. Amen. Ashe. Y estoy tan agradecida de haber podido abrir los ojos por otro día y tener la oportunidad de dejar que la bendición de Dios afecte todos los aspectos de nuestras vidas. Agradecida por nuestro hogar espiritual de Agape Internacional, de poder estar aquí ahora compartiendo esta meditación, esta práctica espiritual con cada uno de ustedes. Agradecida y reconociendo que Dios es la única vida que se expresa en todas partes, que no hay nada fuera de la presencia de Dios, es el único poder y que siempre gobierna todo lo que ha creado con amor, ternura, guiándonos, recordándonos de nuestra perfección divina. Dios es, nosotros somos dioses. Nosotros somos como Dios ama, como cree y como sirve. Entonces bendigo este servicio de meditación. Sé que es un servicio maravilloso, estupendo, que nos invita a recordar nuestra identidad divina de perfección. Amén. Ashe.
Thank you, Reverend Cynthia, for that beautiful evocation and reading. As we continue our service, we drop into this moment of stillness. As we anchor the field, as we lean into the sacred tones from the soak frequencies. Bask with me, if you will, in this silence. Dive deep into your interiority. Open wide the field of your consciousness. And rest here in this still space. Be mindful of your attention. If you find yourself drifting, come back to yourself. Come back to your breath. Be here now. Where is your attention? Consciously aware. I am that I am. with each exhalation, we release any attachment or distraction. With each inhalation, we go deeper, we go wider.
Wonderful good morning. Thank Brother Reverend Jason Davion Mitchell for sitting in for me, literally and really. And I got caught by the marathon traffic. I couldn't get to Agape because there was a marathon going on here in Los Angeles, which allows me to say this to you, that our life is not a sprint, and it's not a marathon, it's a way of living. We hear that scriptural reference. It says something like this, that the race is not given to the fleetest or swiftest of foot, but to the one who endureth to the end. It's speaking to the fact of another statement that was given to Jesus the Christ, where he said, foxes have holes and birds have nests, but there's no place for the sons and daughters of humanity to lay their head. In other words, as spiritual beings having human incarnation, we're in a continual flux of unfoldment and evolution. So this is not a marathon that we're in. It's a way of life until the end. And when we say end, we're talking about the end of an epic, an end of a paradigm, of an end of a point of view, that you're constantly growing and unfolding to come to an end of your old way of thinking. And this is perpetual. It's forever. It never ends. Foxes have holes, birds have nests, but as spiritual beings having a human incarnation, we're constantly unfolding to reflect and to reveal our greater yet to be. So this message was brought to you by the Los Angeles Marathon today. But it carries the import of why you meditate. You sit to have a revelation of what you are and who you are, so that your life is a continual expanding spiral of awareness that allows you to reflect and to reveal the presence of God. Now, there are many people that live life they're kind of frustrated because they're always looking for the end, the wrong kind of end, in which everything's going to be okay, in which they'll finally have their ducks in a row, in which they finally have everything in the external world they want it to be so they can finally be happy. Well, those individuals will never be happy, because happiness and joy and bliss and ecstasy does not come from having everything you think you want in the external world finally together. Joy and happiness, bliss and ecstasy are intrinsic. In other words, they are what and who you are already. And as you begin to meditate and have that kind of insight, you discover that the journey is the destination. That your journey to wherever it is you're going, whatever goals you're setting for yourself, wherever you think you need to have in order to be happy, your journey to that is also your destination. It's a moment-by-moment awareness that I am happy, I am joy, I am peace, I am abundance, as I am living life on a journey of unfoldment and on a journey to whatever I am considering to be a goal in my particular life. So I'm not waiting till the end, till I finally get somewhere where I'm finally going to be happy. That is called a wasted incarnation, and it is living life on the layaway plan, living a little bit of life today and saving it for the future. No. You have the power, the inner gumption, the spiritual prowess within you, the divine intentionality, the built-in intentionality from God. I say that because everything in creation has a built-in intentionality. We have a built-in intentionality to reflect and reveal the infinite, so that you today are sitting with an awareness, all is well. And I'm having a more keen awareness of the all is well factor that's cascading out of no thing to become the very something of my life. And one of my favorite statements is, because you can sit, because you can spiritually practice, because you can fellowship with us, because you can study, because you can take classes, you must. You must stand in proxy for individuals that are really living on the edge of survival. Individuals that are dodging landmines, bombs, bullets, droughts, tsunamis. There are individuals on the planet that's their main focus more than 90% of the time during the day. How am I going to survive this day and feed my kids? So if you're not in that number, then you let go of your complaining and you practice for yourself and for all sentient beings on the planet. Because you can, you must. The race is not given to the swiftest or fleetest of foot, but to the ones who endureth to the end of their limited paradigm and are rebirthed over and over and over again into a wider expanse of ultimate reality. Life is not a sprint. Life is not a marathon. Your living is to develop and be cultivated into a way of life, not a temporary trend or lifestyle, but a way of living where you're on the edge of your continual unfoldment. Let's be spiritual grown-ups. And so you've had a few moments of sitting. You've had the reading and the evocation. You've sat for a while before I got here. Let's just jump right into the sitting here. With the pure intentionality to wake up to our greater yet to be. That infinite nature of pure spirit within us that is infinite can't add anything to it, but you can become more aware of it, and it can become the activity of your awareness so that you express it. Our palms are facing upward today, thumb and forefinger touching, as a sign of receptivity and a sign of transcending the personal mind, the egoic mind. The breath is happening presently. You're aware of the breath. You are aware that there is an eternal broadcast, and you have a deep capacity to listen with your entire being. And you have the capacity to sit with the awareness of the beginner's mind that this is your first time practicing the art and the science of meditation. Be still and know. If wandering occurs with the mind, as it does, don't judge yourself. Don't be caught in thinking you're doing something wrong. You are an individualized expression of divine mind. You are pure awareness. You just notice, wander. What used to be called monkey mind from time to time, you just notice it. It's just thoughts passing through. You become aware without attached, without resistance. And little by little, you'll wake up to the truth that you are awareness itself. And the pollution that's passing through is just passing through, but it is not your identity. Be still and know. Another moment, solitude, silence, quietude, practicing the presence of God. One more moment. Eternity is captured in this one moment. Life is good. And as we continue to turn inward, establishing ourselves as established, individualized consciousness awake in God, we feel so honored that we're conscious enough to be here and to have some level of spiritual practice. And in this consciousness, we leap into gratitude. We leap into thanksgiving, but we're just so grateful to be alive. We're so grateful that our karmic propensities pulled us to be right here and right now with this gathering of souls all around the globe, establishing a center of coherence for our own hearts and soul and for the planet, with the awareness that wherever we are, wherever our body is located, we're at the center of the universe, because the center is everywhere and the circumference is nowhere. So as we're creating a center of coherence with pure gratitude, the recognition of the presence of God is at an all-time high. And we feel so at one with the presence that we're able to proclaim, I am what thou art, and thou art what I am. No difference nor distance whatsoever. The word is spoken from this sacred center for each and every one of us, for there's only one of us here revealing itself as each and every one of us. Spirit of the living God revealing itself as divine clarity, inspired wisdom, transformational knowledge, creative intelligence, unconditional love, perfect peace, divine abundance and opulence and affluence, perfect health, wellness and well-being, bliss and ecstasy, happiness and joy. All of this and more is being poured forth from the very center of the universe at every point of all creation. And we are absolutely available. For the greatest ability is availability. And we have made ourselves so available that we've come to an end of a previously held paradigm or point of view and are leaping into greater expression and expansion of our awareness. Oh, we give thanks for this. I have the opportunity to speak the word of blessing for all of us. Whatever time zone, whatever time we may be listening to this, blessings are occurring right now. And anything that would hinder this, dissolved into the no thingness from which it has come never to exist again. We are free. Oh, I give thanks for this. I let it be. I release it, saying, and so it is. Amen, Amen, and Ashe. So my gratitude to you for listening to the inner prompter within you to be a part of this sacred service of the way of meditation. Your soul is grateful that you stopped and Your ego probably gave you many things you could have done besides sitting here, many things on your to-do list, turning on television, listening to radio, going to your phone, going to Instagram, whatever. But you overcame all of those distractions to sit for your own unfoldment. Kudos to you. This is our great opportunity to share, to shine, to radiate, to give, to offer, to donate, to tithe, to gift. Whatever word fits you at this particular stage of your development, do not leave this particular time. Stay through the benediction. But this is a very important time for your own life, not just for the life of Agape, but for your life, to become a generative being. For those individuals who are truly generous from the heart, that are truly givers, their hands are never empty. For the Spirit of the living God always gives more to the givers, perpetually and permanently. So this is the way that you get to permanently condense, substantiate your prosperity. We turn within in this moment and we give. We give thanks for our life. We give thanks for anything and everything we have to give today. We bless it. We dedicate it to the knowing of truth that makes us free. Freely life has been given to us, and freely we circulate our gifts and substance and creative endeavors. Amen. Veterans who have been basically being the financial bedrock of our community for a number of years, in particular the last 2 or 3 years, thank you so much for your generosity. You know how to give already. Please go forth and do it as you've been doing. For the rest of us, this is your opportunity to step up to the spiritual plate, the proverbial plate, since it's baseball season somewhere. Text to donate is one way you can give. Text the word give to 424-321-6243. It's right here on your screen for those who are sighted. Text the word give. Your phone will prompt you, and you can decide the amount you want to give today and the regularity of your gifting. Secondly, you can go to our website at agapelive.com. I say that because some of you might be on our Facebook channel. You may want to go to our website and give on our website and also see the things that are going on there. Agapelive.com. There's a word that says donate there. Touch that. Follow the instructions. If you want to mail it in, mail it in used to have a bad term. Oh, he just mailed it in. No, we want you to mail it in. Mail in your gifts, your tithes, and your offerings, if that is your preferred way of giving. At 8549 Wilshire Boulevard, Suite 1156, Beverly Hills, California, 90211. Send yours in right away. If you're on our Facebook page, you can donate right on my personal Facebook page. All of it goes to Agape, or the Agape's Facebook page. Those are your ways of giving. Mailing, website, text to donate, Facebook. Let's do this. Let's do it now in a big way that makes a difference in your own life. Wayne Bottomley is going to come forward this moment and highlight a few of the things going on at Agape.
Good morning, Agape. We are so grateful that you're with us here this morning. Please visit the Agape website at agapelive.com for more details on all of the following announcements and so much more. You've been listening to Soak Sound Frequency Therapy, and this is available to you to enhance your meditation. Go to soak.com, that's SOAAK.com, click on the premium membership, and enter the code AGAPE70 to receive a 70% discount off your first month. Today, Teen Agape, ages 14 through 19, meets online at 11:15 a.m. For information and to join, click the Teen Agape banner on the website. Preteens, ages 9 through 13, meet at 2 p.m. Children ages 3 through 8 meet at 3:30 p.m. Both are on live Zoom. Also today, the Agape Wise Ones invite the 50-plus community to experience Expanding as the Presence at 2 p.m. Click on the TAWO banner at the top of the page on our website to register. Are you interested in joining us live at Agape? We are looking forward to opening up again. Please assist us. Our guest relations ministry is recruiting volunteers to serve now. If you are interested, contact Willard Williams at guestrelations@agapelive.com for more information. The Crisis Support Clinic offers Zoom mini counseling sessions every Monday from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Email crisissupport@agapelive.com. We look forward to seeing you on Facebook Monday through Saturday at 8 a.m. for daily prayer and 12 noon for meditation. Go to agapelive.com for details. Agape's spiritual community gathering is in session. Join us every Friday at 5:30 p.m. and connect in community for an enriching, inspiring gathering led by our practitioners and ministers. Email scg@agapelive.com for more information. Your life vision is calling you. Tune in with Reverend Coco Stewart along with Reverend Michael Bernard Beckwith and take a deep dive into the principles and practices revealed in his book, Life Visioning. This 6-week course begins Tuesday, June 7th at 6 p.m. Register now. If you've ever wondered how Reverend Michael maintains his vim, vigor, and vitality, then meet AdaptoZen, Rev's new premium line of nourishing supplements in partnership with NutraRise. AdaptoZen's superfood greens and the vitamin D3 and K2 drops give your body temple the high-quality nutrients it needs to thrive, especially during times of high stress. Go to NutraRise.com, click on AdaptoZen, and get 10% off your first order. And don't forget, you're invited to Dance with the Rev. Show us your moves in a 1-minute video, dancing during a Sunday service, and upload using the banner on the Agape website. You may see yourself dance with the Rev on social media and on Sundays. That's all for now. Have a beautiful day. Peace and blessings, Agape.
Thank you, Brother Wayne, for giving us the bottom line, as Wayne bottomly always does. And thank you guys. You guys are starting to send me videos of yourself drinking the AdaptoZen, the super drink, super green powder drink. And it is, I told you, it was tasty, and it has all the nutrients you need. So, yeah, it's starting to arrive in the mail for many of you, so that's a beautiful thing. Let's pray at this moment, and this prayer is a prayer of thanksgiving for the overflow of the Spirit that's revealing itself through each and every individual that's tuning in at this particular moment all around the world, prompting each and every one of us to be gracious and to be generous. Gratitude and generosity go hand in hand, and it provides the consciousness of humility, which allows the Spirit of the living God to continue to know itself as each and every one of us. We bless this spiritual community known as Agape International, that's in its 36th year of this incarnation, touching millions of people worldwide to wake up to their glorious nature. It is fueled and funded by God through each and every one of us. So we give thanks for our own sacred yes, for being an instrument of prosperity and the all needs met consciousness. It's happening now, and so it is. Amen. Thank you for your generosity this morning. As we have this moment of benediction, we'll listen to Charles Holt sing a portion of this song, I Forgive Me, written by Tim McAfee Lewis and Michael B. Beckwith.
I'm tired of the guilt
You hear that?
that brings me pain.
You hear that?
Now is a time for me to let go of the shame. The past behind me, I see anew. I'm ready for my change. I'm ready
That's the truth. You feel that?
I forgive.
Every breath I take, I'm forgiving myself,
I forgive.
making amends with my own soul. Everything that I've been holding on to consciously or unconsciously, I'm letting go. I surrender. I am surrendering right now to my greater yet to be. I'm ready for my spiritual transformation. I forgive myself. I forgive everyone, that I may be a clean and pure instrumentality for the Spirit of the living God to move through. So as we stand in this awareness, giving thanks for this way of meditation service as the bedrock and the foundation of our spiritual awakening, we go forth into this day bright and beautiful, magnificent, brilliant, and allowing our light to so shine before men and the women and every individual that we come in contact with, that when they just feel us and see us, they feel and sense the presence of God. And it's all happening right now. And we allow it to be so, and so it is. Amen. Go forth and have a bright day. We'll see you at the next service, 8:30 meditation, 9 a.m. worship and celebratory service. Have a magnificent day.